Okay, having a look at a solving exponentials question today that involves quadratics. Now, these are a type of question I really like, but students don't always recognize the type when they see them. So the thing that I'm going to point out that you can notice and know that it's going to be a quadratic is that we have this 2x here and x. So my first step is going to be to rewrite that as 2x squared, and then, or 2 to the power of x squared, and then I've got my 18, 2 to the x, and 24, and it becomes a little bit more looking like a quadratic. The next thing I get students to do is to replace that exponential part. So in this case, we've got the 2 to the x. I'm going to put an a in instead. So then when I write that, I've got 3a squared, take 18a, plus 24, and now it becomes a lot more recognizable as a quadratic just by putting that in there. So now I'm going to look at it and look at factorizing that quadratic. So I want to take out a common factor of 3. And because I've got my 0 on the other side, I can just divide through by 3 straight away and leave me with the a squared minus 6a plus 8. And now I want to factorize this part of it. So I'm looking at my AC, which is 1 and 8, and my B is negative 6, and I'm looking for two numbers that will multiply to give 8, but add to give negative 6. So I'm going to use the negative 4 and negative 2. Because I don't have a coefficient in front of that A, I can put that straight into the brackets and have A take 4, A take 2 there, equals 0. Now, then I can solve that in terms of A. So I can say that A must be equal to 4 or 2. This is where I now then go back up here and go, oh, I had a replacement for my A. So now I know that A is equal to 4. I can then write this and say 2 to the x must equal 4, or 2 to the x must equal 2. Now in this case, I can write my 4 as a power of 2, because that's 2 squared. And then equating my indices, I would get x is equal to 2. Over here, I can write that as 2 to the power of 1. I can then equate the indices there and say that x is equal to 1. I'm going to do another one of these as well, but I'm going to finish this video here, and then I'm going to do a second video with one that's slightly different and less easy to recognize as a quadratic. So if you'd like to watch that one as well, please have a look at the following video. I'll put the link to that in the comments.